playground at our field. It's going to be right adjacent to our concession stand. And the other aspect of that, speaking of the surfacing of the field, one of the big expenses of doing the playground is that we have to have that same surfacing around the playground so that the wheelchair kids can just wheel right on into the different events that are featured in the playground.
Which makes such a difference, because it really
it
prevents parents from coming by, I would imagine, if they know that they're going to have problems with the wheelchair.
Right.
Okay, so people that want to help out in some capacity, whether it's to be a volunteer, whether it's to buddy up with someone at some of the games, or maybe to donate some money or help out in some capacity for the accessible playground, GrandstrandMiracleLeague.com is a good way to start.
Yes.
The Grand Strand Miracle League.
Just GrandstrandMiracleLeague.com.
Okay, and we've got a link on our website as well too. If you go to the Myrtle Beach community page at WMBFnews.com, we've got a link there too. For people that don't really get how involved it is, and you were talking about this earlier, Butch, about they say, what do you do when you're retired? Well, you've been foster parents to it sounds like several. It's pretty involved, and Vincent, as optimistic and smiling as he is there, and how good we've seen him play baseball, a lot of work goes into this. And Vince, whether it's Vincent or other people, kind of walk us through some of the hardships that you've faced.
Well, the hardships that we face, and over the period of years that we've had him, I think back that, you know, he was completely, nothing wrong with him when he was born. And this has to happen to him. And it makes me angry just to think of it. But the pleasure of him being with us, and every day, a smile on his face. He's up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He goes to bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And that smile stays there all the time. And through all his problems, his operation, his corrective surgery on his operations and his feet and stuff like that, and the braces that he has to wear, and he gets frustrated because he can't do a lot of things. But we see that improvement all the time, every day. And just, it warms our heart and makes us love him even more because of that smile.
Yeah.
You know, and the way he acts with other kids too, and other people.
It's contagious.
It is, really.
When we got him, he was shaken baby. And he was, very tiny. In fact, we were down here and they called and they said, would you take, a baby? And we said, yes, and as soon as we saw him, that was it. And he, and that big smile. Like people say, well, how could you do that? Because, the love there. Like he really needed that love, and he has been the angel of our, of our heart.
Wow, that's amazing for sure. And this isn't your first foster child that you've adopted, or is this?
No, we had 71 foster children.
That we didn't adopt.
That we didn't adopt. I mean, we've adopted, on and off.
On and off, okay.
And no, but with we've always been in the foster care. Okay. I have grandchildren that are adopted.
Yeah.
And so, which was, that is an outpouring of us.
Sure.
And.
But you've impacted 71 people's lives as foster parents.
Yes, and and that's wonderful.
That's been a pleasure.
Wow. And and my husband, I mean, he's great.
Oh, it's outstanding.
He does everything.
Well, it's certainly worth applauding for sure, that effort, of course. And Tori, I know you've seen a lot of amazing families as well that want to help out and volunteer. Any other message that any of you would want to give out to people that are watching who maybe want to do something, they want to get involved in some capacity with the Grand Strand Miracle League? What would you say to them?
I would say that it will definitely give back to you more than you give to it. Sure, yeah. And I know that's kind of a standard thing that people say, but it really is true. I also want to say that it is something that doesn't require a lot of your time to really make a big difference in someone's life. And I guess thirdly, if there is anyone out there that knows a special needs child or has a special needs child that has not yet joined up and played ball with us or come out
Yeah.
and play soccer with us, just come on.
Yeah.
It's such a great time, and it'll be a wonderful thing in your life.
Oh, absolutely will be. And Vincent, what would you say, if anything, about why people should come and play baseball with you guys, or at least come and watch you guys play baseball? What would you want to tell them? Should people come out?
Yes,
Will it be a good time?
yes.
Hey, it definitely will be. And as you said, you like hitting better than defense, right? You're an offense kind of a guy on the baseball field.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
And he's starting to play football now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's watching football now more.
Good.
Not so much playing, but he's watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, again, Thursday, September 20th. Next Thursday is the kickoff for opening night. There's the information. Barbecue, baseball and barbecue. It's the Thursday, September 20th. Starts at 6 p.m. Go check it out at the James C. Benton Miracle League Field near the Pepper Gettings facility. Again, grandstrandmiracleleague.com, but you can also go to WMBFnews.com and head to our Myrtle Beach community page for details and a link to more information about that. And as we mentioned earlier, it's baseball. It's also soccer. You've started this past season as well,
That's
too.
right. Baseball, soccer, and hopefully a playground real soon.
And the idea, and I guess Grandstand Miracle League's been around for 11 years. You've been here 7 of those years. The idea was just really to give kids a chance to be involved, right, to play.
Yes, and I think we touched on this a little bit when Diane was talking about how, not every community has this. I am always so proud to say that Myrtle Beach was the second city in the United States
Really?
to build a Miracle League field. We were right behind a field outside of Atlanta, and it all just happened. The field had started in Atlanta. They did a show on it on HBO Sports,
Yeah.
and a local businessman just happened to be sitting in his living room watching the show and said, "We have to have it here."
That's outstanding.
And now there's 250 Miracle League fields throughout the United States. There's some in Canada. I
great.
think there's one in Puerto Rico.
Wow. And Myrtle Beach, the second in the country, or in the
Yes.
world even.
I guess in
At
the
least,
world.
at least in the nation, we'll say
Yes.
that. But that's really outstanding that
It
we have that.
is.
And you're looking to expand that with a handicapped accessible playground.
Yes.
So there's always something to take it to the next step. for
That's
sure.
right.
Okay, great stuff.
And Tori also has a very nice banquet, at the end of the year, and the kids, they thoroughly enjoy that.
I'm sure. How many families roughly are involved in the Grandstand Miracle League right now?
We have about 80 kids that are on our rosters, and there's kids that kind of come in and out, and we certainly, when we started soccer, we couldn't believe that 60 totally different kids showed up for that.
Right.
So we're getting into the hundreds, but I would say that when we throw our Christmas party or take all the kids to the Pelicans game, we've got a core group of about 50 families that do not miss a thing.
Yeah.
And have really become like a family. And of course, that's not a closed group. We want everybody to be a part of it. But we really do have I am so blessed to be, kind of at the front of an organization that has
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything but show up.
Well,
They take care of everything.
We're happy you showed up. We're happy that you've helped 71 foster families. Vincent, thanks for your time as well, too. Get involved with the Grandstand Miracle League, everybody, and have a great weekend.